Netflix just released the third part of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, so let's talk about it. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies and I also love to watch Netflix. If you guys do too, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. I just finished the third part, or the third season of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And this is based off of the Archie comics. And I really enjoy the first two seasons of this show. I think Kiernan Shipka is a great actress. I think she plays the part of Sabrina very well. And I was really looking forward to the third part of this series after what had happened at the end of the second part. Most of the beginning few episodes are playing catch up for how the second part had ended. It's trying to wrap up certain storylines from that part while also transitioning into newer parts of the show. If you've seen the trailer, we go to hell, and they explore a lot of different parts of hell, different creatures down there. There's so many different places that Sabrina and her friends visit, and I think that a lot of the set locations, the designs, all of it looks so cool. There's so many different things that happen within this show that are completely different from what we got from the previous two parts. And while all of this is happening, Sabrina is becoming a much more confident person. Her role in the show, not going to spoil it for anybody, is much different from the previous two parts, and she has a lot more to do, and it really challenges the character. And right from the beginning of the first part, from the very first episode, I thought she was a really strong character dealing with a lot within her life. Is she going to sign away her life to the Book of the Beast, or is she going to remain with her human life? But as we progress to where we are now with the show, she's definitely become a strong character. She's very confident in herself. People around her really do believe in her, and her status in the show definitely allows for her to become even more confident. We do get some new characters along the way, mostly towards the middle half of the series, about episode 4 and 5. We do get some new characters that are very likable, and that's when the meat of the story really starts to happen. That's where most of the part 2 is starting to kind of wrap up. And then we are starting to transition a little more into the third part and the main storyline for that, while also trying to connect both as well. This show also has a fun sense of adventure, not trying to spoil certain things within the show, but Sabrina has to go on certain missions to obtain certain objects. And I think that allows for some new realms and some new characters and some new monsters to come into the show and allow for it to set itself apart from the previous two parts. And that's where we get some of the new characters, as well as she is going on these different quests to obtain different objects. And the new characters are kind of doing the same thing as well. There's a lot that happens within this show. With it being the third part, we have to have certain moments from part 2 that have to have their storylines ended or progressed as well. We have Sabrina's two aunts that are trying to put pieces back together after the second part. I do wish that we did get a lot more of their interactions towards the beginning of the series. Towards the middle and end of the series, the relationship is what I enjoyed from the first two parts. They're connected once again. But I think the first few episodes, which are like an hour long, really separate the two and then bring them together. And towards about episode 5, we do get the sense that everything is really urgent, so they really must work together and work alongside people that they really don't want to, because of this urgency and this new plot that is happening. Really challenges the two aunts and Sabrina and all of her friends as well. The series continues to be well shot. It's a beautifully looking show. I love the costume designs. I love the tone of the series. The set locations, the designs, all of it has so much effort going into it. And since we get that exploration of hell in the show, we do get a lot more to explore and a lot more to see. The tone still manages to be very fun, but also being very dark. There's humor within the show. There's also a few times where people are singing, and I think it fits in well with the overall tone of the third part. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is a show that I still really like to watch, and it still manages to provide a gripping story for Sabrina and her friends. And it all builds up to a very cinematic ending, and I'm excited to see what they do next with the show. So before I give you my final thoughts and score for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 3, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. I have a lot planned for next month for February Netflix releases, from shows to movies that I'll be reviewing, so make sure to hit the subscribe button so you guys don't miss any of those up and coming videos. So, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the third part, or the third season, however you want to call it. Very enjoyable. There's this new actor in there that reminds me so much of Chris Hemsworth. The way that he looks and the way that he talks as well reminds me a lot of Chris Hemsworth, and I really enjoyed his character. His name is Prince Caliban, but I'm not going to spoil what his role is in the show because that would give certain parts away that I have found to be very surprising. The tone still managed to be really dark and lighthearted at times. There's a great sense of adventure throughout the series, as well as that urgency that comes towards the end of the series, and I think both of them just mix very well. I'm gonna go ahead and give Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 3 a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 3. Have you guys seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And are you guys looking forward to a Part 4? My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.